Welcome to Hobbit Hills, what we thought was going to be a Hobbit-themed vacation, but was actually just an empty hill. Over the past couple of months, we've completely transformed the hill, but let's not forget we did kind of get scammed out of our vacation. So that's why today I'm going to be building an entire Hobbit resort, complete with little huts for all of the girls to stay in. So if you're excited for that, then definitely be sure to like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump on into the video. Before we get on to building the resort, I actually need to build just a casual little raid farm because I built my Totem of Undying shop, but I didn't actually stock it. So raid farm and shop interior is first, and then maybe after we do the shop interior we can do a bit of shopping because a lot of shops have opened up in the shopping district and my diamonds are burning a hole in my pocket and I can't wait to spend them. I'm going to snag myself a little waystone so that I have one over where the raid farm is and I can just teleport over there. And then I actually went ahead and gathered all of the materials that we're going to need for the farm. I went on Chunk Base to look for a good outpost to build my raid farm because outposts are pretty useful near raid farm so that you can easily get some more ominous potions. I haven't actually seen the outpost in person yet, so we're going to look at it for the first time together and hopefully it'll be a good location for my raid farm. I also figured that building the raid farm in a desert could be kind of useful because it's pretty flat. Though funny enough, I don't think there is an actual outpost here. Probably because this is modded Minecraft, so it probably just got written over. How fun! Okay, I did a bit more searching for another outpost, and this one 100% will be an outpost. Yay! Ooh, and actually this might be a good place for the raid farm as well because it is pretty flat. I'll just have to chop down a bunch of trees. Okay, cool. I'm excited. So I think what I'm going to start off doing is just killing a couple of pillagers, and then hopefully we can get a raid captain or whatever he's called. I don't even know. Oh, look, there's one. Yay! Ooh, and another. Give me your potions. Oh my goodness. That's quite a sight. Anyway, with that out of the way, I guess we can go ahead and start building this raid farm. I have built a raid farm before, but they do always scare me just a little bit because of the Vex. And I don't know, I feel like just a lot can go wrong. Anyway, this farm is very easy to build, and I will definitely leave the tutorial video that I followed down below in the description. Well, the farm is built and all we have to do now is run the thing. So how this works is we drink a potion inside of the farm, and then the raid obviously starts around here. They come in here and the Ravagers die on that first lava block, and then everyone else will get stuck in this boat and then they'll die in this cauldron full of lava. I'm kind of nervous, very much scared of Vex, but we're just gonna give it a little go. Oh, it's happening. And there is the raid bar. Oh, I'm not ready for this. I say that and I'm safely in a hole. Well, it looks like we aren't actually getting any illager spawns. If you look up there on the map, then the only pillagers you can see are the ones near the outpost. And if I hop into free cam, I was trying to figure out where they could have spawned. Like, what is wrong with the raid? And then I went down into the ground and there's this crazy structure with a bunch of illagers. Oh, also Jitter just got a netherite hoe. Super cool. And I did check, raid or no raid, there are illagers in this structure. So I think that's just counting these illagers as my raid illagers. I don't know, okay? But the farm is broken. So we had to build another one. I feel like savannas are fairly flat and sparse, so maybe we can go over this way. See, this looks promising. So let me just quickly build the farm again. Thank goodness this is the easiest farm to build because that only took me like 5 minutes. And I guess we're just gonna try it again. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. The raid bar is actually loading this time and I don't think it loaded last time, so that's a good sign. All I have to do is stand here and pretty much the farm will just run itself. Well, the raid is already finished and clearly we didn't get much from it. I think that I'm going to need to get a stronger bad omen potion. So I'm going to head back over to the outpost and try to get some more potions. And I'll place a special waystone here too so that I can just teleport to the raid farm and then to the outpost. But let me get busy. I was able to get all of these potions, and I think that I'm going to go with the Bad Omen 5 potion first. Surely this will work. If it doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We're already getting some Vindicators, so that's a good sign. Okay, well, we didn't get any Evokers still. I don't know what is up with that. Oh, thank you so much, Villager, for the cookie. I definitely needed that. I just had Red change the server difficulty to hard, so we're going to try it again. Oh, here come the evokers. Okay, it's working. It's working. Oh my goodness. And there's so many guys. Oh, okay. So we're finished. Let's see. We got 6 totems. And we can also sell saddles, maybe emeralds in the future if we get more redstone. I am going to be immediately putting one of these totems in my offhand. And I want to stock up a little bit more, at least so that we have enough totems for everyone on the server. So we're going to need 12. So I'm going to keep on drinking these bottles and hanging out down here with my buddy. We are back home and I was able to get 27 totems and we have so many saddles. Next up, it's time to work on the interior of my shop, and I was getting together some materials to do so whenever I discovered all of these cool trophies. Obviously, my shop is going to sell totems and saddles, but it can also sell some spider trophies because we get spider eye from the farm. And then like this cool evoker trophy, we have this pillager trophy. The vindicator trophy will be a little bit more difficult, but then we also have this witch trophy and also the skeleton horse trophy that we need a saddle for. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy crafting some of these items. And with that, I think we are good to go ahead and start the interior. I'm so excited. Oh wait, look, we have a little patrol here. I am going to get rid of them just because those potions are so useful actually. And we got a Bad Omen 5 potion. Now I don't really have much of a plan for the shop interior, but I was thinking that it could be kind of cool if we made it a bit quirky inside. I don't know, totems just kind of give me that vibe. Maybe over here is where we can display the different trophies, and then we can place a chest underneath them. And once I have enough iron for the Vindicator statue, then this is where it'll go. Over here we can have the actual totem display, and then maybe we can do a little table in the center. Ooh, I can do a little pillar here, and then on the pillar we can actually display the skeleton horse trophy and also the spider trophy. Look how creepy he is. Obviously we had to add a little pink rug, and then I just have some other little bits and bobs I want to add around the shop, like this cool phantom trophy. Look at that. Maybe we'll place him here and move this lantern. We'll place some end rods by the doorway. I brought some bookshelves and I thought it could be kind of cool to have just like a pile of junk in the corner. I have a lectern to add, maybe a pot, a crafting table. I have some of these fun rose quartz crystals that I can kind of just sprinkle around. I feel like the ominous banners have to be part of the decor in some way, so maybe we'll have them on either side of the window. Now to spend a bit of time stocking the shop and adding all the prices. And this is the finished interior. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I ended up going for 1 diamond for each totem of undying just because they're so easy to get and I have so many of them. I'm also selling a couple of redstone blocks, and I made this little donation chest. So if anyone has any unwanted bottles, then they can donate them here, because obviously I need those to actually run my farm. So might as well recruit the help of the fellow hobbits. But we just need to do one more thing before I start building the resort. A little bit of shopping. First things first, I need to buy some frog lights, and in particular the yellow variety. So they are 16 frog lights per diamond. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, but maybe I'll grab a stack. I think that's going to be more than enough. Next, I'm going to need some enchanted books because my gear is looking pretty busted. I hate to buy nearly all of them, but I'm going to need 7 books, which will be 14 diamonds. And then let's also grab 1 unbreaking book because I need it for my elytra. I really hope that people buy things at our shop soon because we are looking a bit poor. But for now, that is going to be it. So let's go ahead and put all these enchanted books on my stuff. And actually, I need to enchant my shovel and my sword before I want to put mending on it. So we'll just save these books for now. But there we are. And now we need to actually heal up all of my stuff. And if we go over to the community center, we have this new kind of waystone room. And over here at Auto Farms, there's this new Enderman XP farm. Nova built this farm, so thank you so much to her. And I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and swipe my sword and get so much experience. Perfect. Now we can head back and then teleport over to my farm because this is where we are going to be building the resort. Hello, Enderman. I'm sorry that I just butchered probably hundreds of you. But down here a little bit closer to the water is where I'm actually going to be building the resort. We have this big kind of bay area. If you look on the map, you can kind of get a better idea. And essentially we'll have a bunch of hobbit holes built into the side of this hill. But then we'll also have some little resort huts and a little gazebo out in the water. Oh my goodness, look at that dolphin. See, isn't this the perfect place to have a little resort? The first thing that I like to do is kind of map everything out because I want everything to be very symmetrical. So we'll probably have a bigger hobbit hole in the center with some smaller ones on the sides. And then a gazebo in the middle of the water with lots of branching docks. I did collect a bunch of wood, so hopefully this will be enough. I guess we'll just have to find out. But my first task is to kind of map everything out so that I know exactly where I'm going to be building. So I'm going to do that first and then we can build a bit more together. Before we get started with the rest of the resort, Sev did put together a little activity for everyone to do. So we're going to go join everyone right now. Oh my gosh, those chickens are so loud. Hello?
Welcome to the mushroom quest. So it's gonna be like a little Minecraft bingo, but with mushrooms. And like behind you, there are all of these little logs. And I'm sure you've seen them throughout the world. So when you break them, don't break these. When you break them, you will see that there's a little bit of mushroomy stuff popping out of them. And it's some of these mushrooms. I'm gonna split you into groups, and then you have to go into this forest. And these mushroom logs are all over the place there. And then you have to find them, but in order to win, you have to get all of these on your bingo cards. And I have like a thing here for the teams. There's like wool in there with the same colors as the team, so you can come and press a button.
I'll do it.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yay,
so
Nova's
cool.
first.
Make a line.
Light blue.
Blue team, green team.
Red.
Red got red.
Red got
Woo!
red.
That
That
is
is so
I'm
fun.
like-
So I have some chests here so you can put your stuff away because there's something in the forest.
Wait,
What?
what?
Oh.
Wait, what?
What do you
Wait,
mean?
wait,
What?
wait. Armor as well?
No armor.
What?
What is happening?
Wait, we need to put all of our stuff in the chest. Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. We had to put all of our gear away in chests, and instead we got some food, a mushroom axe, and some torches. Red and I were on a team together, so off we went to the forest to hunt for mushrooms, and it wasn't long before we got hunted as well. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I feel like, oh wait, look, it's one of the scary guys you hate. Wait, turn around,
What?
turn around. It's a
What?
scary guy. It's the
oh.
mushroom belly button
Ooh.
booper guy, whatever you call him.
Belly button booper.
Belly button booper.
The belly button booper.
The belly button booper.
Oh, the
There's a
belly
guy
button
down there.
booper.
The belly button booper. I kind of really like that name, not gonna lie. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's stuck. Oh my goodness, everyone's dying.
Why are we like actually kind of good at this right now? Oh, there's a belly button booper behind you. Run! Go in the water.
Oh my goodness. They
Go
pushed you so far. Oh
water.
no, hurry. We found a ton of mushrooms, but only a few of the ones that we actually needed. Though I think that we were the only team to have no deaths. So honestly, I think that should have counted for bonus points, but I don't make the rules. After our scavenger hunt time was up, we all got back together to tally up the scores, with red team, aka my team, getting 3 points, light blue team getting 6, yellow team getting 1, and lime getting 2 points. I think that's how many points lime team got, though I'm not entirely sure because apparently there was some thievery afoot that left Trash and Nova as the winners, though I don't know if I would have trusted Nova with the prize, which happened to be a whip.
Oh, they gave Nova a whip.
Oh
Money.
no!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait,
But with that, it's back to resort building. I just love a Minecraft scavenger hunt. That was so much fun. But now we can begin finishing up the resort. And I did go ahead and map out 12 different huts for everyone to have one. And maybe that's what we can go ahead and start working on now. And of course, it's going to start raining as soon as we start building. Anyway, each of the huts are going to be built exactly the same. So we'll build the first one together. We'll have a kind of circular roof with some cherry blossoms added to it. I want all of the huts to be very open, so we're going to have lots of big windows on all of the sides. And for the door, we'll do this really cool mahogany door, which I feel like it fits the vibe perfectly. For some added details, let's add some spruce trapdoor to the bottom of all of the pillars. Also, now that I think about it, maybe I'll expand the platform around the house a little bit, just so that this weird connection doesn't happen. Finally, it's the next day, so it's going to stop raining. That was getting so annoying. I will be doing an interior and doing some kind of fence around the house, but for now we're just going to leave it at this. Now to build 11 more of the exact same build. Now that all of the huts are built, I want to go ahead and start working on this middle gazebo, and it is going to be pretty similar to all of the huts, so we'll have the same kind of roof style with the spruce and the cherry leaves. Maybe we'll expand the platform just like we did with the huts, and then of course add those trapdoors to the bottom of the pillars. I have a lot more details that I want to add, of course, but now I want to shift focus over to the hobbit holes here at the back. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of terraforming in order to connect the houses over to the hill, because right now it's not really built into the side of the hill, and I definitely want it to. We'll have this kind of roof shape for this hobbit hole. And then here in the center, I want to have some stripped cherry logs. And then on the sides, we'll do some cherry planks. We'll make the roofs just mahogany instead of doing dirt and moss. These are obviously hobbit holes, so we need to add lots of circle-esque shapes. Maybe here we'll add some tiny little windows with staircases. But that is about it for this hobbit hole. All of the hobbit holes on the sides are probably going to look exactly the same. There's just something about symmetry that I love in Minecraft. I love to make my bases and my builds symmetrical. It just makes everything so nice and neat. We'll add some more circles. Ignore the fact that this is what the interior looks like. And I do want to add another window here somehow. These builds are all very small, so we kind of just have to do what we can with the windows. But that is another hobbit hole done, and I'm just going to repeat that 3 more times. Well, here's another one of the hobbit holes finished. There's hobbit hole 3 done. And finally, the last hobbit hole, and that's going to do it for all of the hobbit holes on the hill. Here is what my resort is looking like so far. It's looking very samey, so I definitely need to get in here with a bunch of details and decorations, which is my favorite part. I'm so excited for it. Also, look how big these blocks look compared to me. They're like as big as my head. I'm going to start off by adding some kind of railing to the dock. So first things first, we need to add some pillars around, and I'll definitely have them on the corners and then on the entrance of all of the huts. I really don't have too much of a plan yet with exactly how I want to do the railings, so I'm just gonna play around with something and see if it works. But I definitely know that I do want to use mahogany wood a bunch because we don't have a lot lot in the base yet. And also, I know that this is where the frog lights are going to come in. I figured that they made like the perfect resort light, though I don't want to have too many because if we start to do it on every pillar, it's going to maybe be a little bit too much. Imagine frog light slabs. I could get behind that. Maybe to break up the fences a little bit, we can add some gates. Going to the gazebo, I want to add some floor lights with the frog lights. I don't know, this just feels very resort-esque. Oh, and look, we've got a wandering trader who like spawned in the water. Oh, rainbow birch sapling, that's so cool. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think the lights are a really nice addition. I'm not sure if it's too many trapdoors to have them lined up like this, but I feel like we just need something else here. And honestly, I think it works nicely. We'll do that on all of these little walkways, and that's gonna be so many trapdoors. Whenever I look back at the resort, I feel like we have one thing that we're really missing, and that is an extra pop of color that isn't brown, orange, or pink. So I think that I want to add a little bit of green, and in particular as kind of some fences around the huts. So I need to find out what leaf I want to use. I'll fly back over to my little farm, teleport to the community hole, and then teleport to the tree farm, and then teleport back to my house because I actually need to get some shears. When are we going to be able to make diamond shears? Because I could definitely use that. I'm thinking that maybe the mahogany leaf looks like a very tropical colored leaf. So maybe we'll go with this one. Now let's see if this gives kind of the idea that I was going for. It could very well look terrible, but I don't know. I feel like the resort needs an extra little element. It's missing something. What do we think? I kind of hate it. Okay, I'm gonna get some dinner and think about it. Yeah. All right, hear me out. What if instead we make the roofs mahogany leaves instead of cherry leaves? I've done it to a couple of the huts already, and I feel like this might give me the pop of green color that I've been wanting, at least in a little bit of a more natural way than having that fence thing. And actually, I could leave the middle gazebo just cherry leaves. That way it pops a bit more from the other huts, and you can kind of tell that it's different than the other huts. Also, what if we add some more floor lights here on the hut platforms? I ended up adding that mahogany leaf detail around the gazebo just for a little bit more green in the middle. And then also I made a couple of platforms so that I could place some flower pots around, and I'm going to place some mahogany saplings inside of them. I'm just trying to do anything that I can to add a little bit more detail to this place. Another thing that I want to add is a little sitting area up here at the front. We can have a couple of little lounge chairs with some cute little side tables. Oh, I love that so much. I bought some of these beautiful water lilies from Trash's flower shop that I can sprinkle around. These are absolutely perfect. Oh my goodness, for the little snacks, we definitely have to do this barbecue on a stick. I feel like that's perfect. But I was just going around and adding a couple of benches to the dock. We've started using these new waystones on the server, which are really cool because they allow everyone to be able to access them without actually activating it, if that makes any sense at all. But we have this full waystone hallway, and everyone has their own little waystone, and then you can go from there and teleport to their specific places, even if I've never been to Moon's Observatory. But in the middle gazebo, I do think that I want to add some tables and then maybe a couple of chairs. I went ahead and added some plates and cups, and I think that I'm really happy with what the dock looks like. It's so pretty. I think that these flowers really just take it to the next level. This seems like the perfect like spa resort or something. But of course, I need to actually do the interior of all of the huts, and I did go ahead and get lots of little snacks and stuff to add inside of them too. Oh, and this cute coupon, buy one totem, get one free. You know, I'm trying trying to get some business in my shop. I also have some cute little advertisements to the resort as well to give to everyone. But first things first, we'll add a bed to every hut. We'll also add a side table, a chest, a cute little yellow cushion, some wall art, and then also a flower pot to all of the huts. And lastly, I just need to divvy up all of the snacks. I know that this isn't much, but it took me forever to collect all of the materials to make all that stuff. So 24 popsicles, 15 barbecue on a stick, and 2 juices it is. Oh, excuse me. 4 juices. Oh wait, minor instant health? That's actually so cool. Okay, neat. Oh wait, the salmon trophy is perfect. Okay, one moment. I need to just get 12 pieces of salmon so I can add them to all of the huts. This feels like one of those projects that I could just endlessly work on. But now let me go ahead and assign the huts. Maybe we can do it like this with the border. And with that, the resort is now open. I am truly so happy with how it turned out. It looks so cool. I definitely struggled with a lot of parts of it, but I think that I was able to make something that I'm proud of. So now all we have to do is hop on over to spawn, and then I just need to deliver a letter to everyone. This feels like so Animal Crossing or something. Also, I get to see what everyone's houses look like because I haven't been in everyone's houses. Oh my goodness, I can buy an axolotl for 12 pieces of bread. That's so cool. Well, hopefully we'll have a bunch of people come and visit their little huts and grab their snacks and their coupon. And of course, let me know what you think about the resort. This was such a fun little project and I'm so happy with it. But if you haven't already, then definitely be sure to like and subscribe. I hope that you all are having a lovely, lovely day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! If you think about it, potions of undying are kind of weird. Are they? I don't know. I don't know. Potions? Have I been saying potions of undying? Totems? Hello? What is happening? What's going on? I don't think this is supposed to happen like this. Oh my goodness. Hello? Okay.